On the edge of Lake Chad, in some of the most fertile land of the Sahel, a humanitarian disaster is unfolding, says the United Nations. 500,000 Sudanese refugees are living in makeshift tents, hungry, tired, and in shock. Images of the violence they have left behind circulating on social media show men, women, and children buried alive in mass graves. Signs of possible crimes against humanity committed in the Darfur region, as the conflict in Sudan shows no sign of ending.
They attacked us for 3 days. It was intense. They went from door to door, rounding up the men. They took them out and killed them. They called the father of my children into the street, shot him, and killed him. They took everything away from us, and I have nothing to take care of my children. We have no choice but to flee to Chad.
More Sudanese have fled to Chad in the past 6 months than in the past 20 years. Most are from the Darfur region. They walk for days without food and water. According to the UN, 90% of the new arrivals show signs of malnutrition. Aid agencies say they are overwhelmed and underfunded.
The Chadians, they have already shared whatever they could share. They can't share anymore. They even need assistance themselves. So now we need to assist all those 600,000 refugees that came, the returnees from Chad that were living there, but also now we also need to support the Chadian, the host population that are there, that are also suffering like all those Sudanese that have arrived.
The World Food Programme says it has barely enough funding for the next 3 months, and yet Chad is hosting more than 1 million refugees, one of the largest and fastest growing populations in Africa. Almost a decade after the violence in Darfur, once again, the UN is warning of a spiraling catastrophe the world cannot ignore. Nicolas, Haque, Al Jazeera.